Good evening and welcome to Heal and Open Phase 2 Breathe and Release. Today I'm going to be showing you some postures that you can do, yoga poses that you can do in the comfort of your own bed. And one of the benefits of actually practicing some of these postures in your bed is that it gives your body a chance to adjust to these postures. So before we actually commit them to the mat, we can find our comfortable spots where we can open up gently, and where we don't have to. It doesn't always have to be so hardcore. You can take things a little bit slower and a little bit gentler. And let's face it, who doesn't want a good excuse to stay in bed a little bit longer? So the first thing that we're going to do is come onto our backs. So have you come down nice and gently. So if you first raise your chest up and bring your shoulders back, look up so that you open your chest. Take a deep breath in and exhale, come all the way down. So I'm just going to move into the middle a little bit more. So just find a good spot that's comfortable for you. And not everybody's going to be able to bring their knees into their chest like this. So some of you might even be about here, some of you, because some people are going to have really tight joints, so it's not going to be so easy just to pull them in like this. So if you're just about here, relax your head and just settle your shoulders into your mattress. So just sort of allow yourself to be encompassed by your mattress. This is your safe space, just to breathe. Breathe in. And you want to, if you're here and this is where your knees are and you can't bring them in any closer, you just want to hold the backs of your legs. Now, if you can bring them a little bit closer, hold on to your shins, but don't grip and don't tug and pull in. You're just there to steady yourself. You're just there to give yourself a guiding hand. Take a deep breath in, and with each exhale, you just want to try and bring yourself that little bit closer each time. So gently breathe in through the nose and come in even closer. Now when you've got yourself to the point that's as far as you can go, take another deep breath in, and on your exhale, curl your head so that your head comes as close to your knees as possible without straining or hurting your back. And just stay here and feel that stretch in your shoulder blades. And then relax your head. Okay, so from here we're going to help open and release your hips. Now this is where we keep most of our tension, particularly from, like, if you work in a warehouse, if you're standing on your feet all day, that is just where you build up most of your strength, because that's what's got to stabilize you throughout the day, at the end of the day. So we're just going to open up that tension. So, sorry, I know I've only got one angle, so I have to see. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is your knees to your chest. You want to open your knees out to the side so that they're sort of coming up towards your shoulders. If you can, keep your toes together, or if not, just reach for them. This will give you a nice stretch into your inner thighs. And then from here, just relax, and then start to circle your knees towards each other, nice and slow. Now just really allow yourself to feel the sensation of this. Just feel where the movement just lets those little muscles go one by one. And you could do this a couple more times, and then you want to reverse the direction so that you're going the other way. And then make this as big or a small movement as you like. So if it needs to be, if your leg muscles are quite tight and they don't really want to stretch that far outward, keep them small, keep it minimal. Focus on where it sort of releases around your butt. And if you want to make them bigger, go with that movement. Do what feels good for your body. Everybody's built a little bit differently, which means we all release differently. Bring your knees back into your chest and point your toes so that you get a nice stretch along your shin bones here. And then bring your head up to curl Nice release here. Lovely. Okay, so from here we're going to start working on opening up one side at a time. So I'm going to start with the left side, because that way I can do the whole side and then I can just switch over so you guys can see the right. So for you mirrored, this will be your right side. So this is your right side. So you want to hold on to your left knee and then extend your extend your left leg away from you. So depending on your flexibility in your knees, you know, you might just be about here, you know, and it might be that's as far as you can pull. So you've got really, if you've got a really tight butt, you know, but so if that's where you are, hold behind your knee, and that will help take some of the strain off and help you stretch. Now with your left leg and your left toes, you want to point them so that you're really engaging your left leg, so that you're right from toe all the way up to your hips, you're engaging that stretch. And if you want to deepen the stretch, push your knee into the floor, or into the bed, sorry. And that will really deepen the stretch for you. And you can also flex your foot. Just play with it a little bit. And then from here, we're going to work on opening the right side. So you want to hold on to your knee with your right hand, and then just bring it open towards your shoulder. There you go. So some of you are going to be up here. It doesn't matter where you are. Just take yourself to just before your limit and stay there comfortably. Rock the knee up and down. It can be a little bit awkward to do this one on the mattress because your elbows will dig into the thickness of the mattress, but you can find a groove that just feels nice. There we go. And we're going to work in to do some spinal twists, but we're going to do that a little bit later. So we're just going to start with the basis now. Don't be intimidated. Spinal twists spinal twists actually feel really nice. So once you've found a nice stretch into your thigh, into your right thigh, I'm going to bring your leg up and then just reposition yourself if you need to. Flex your right foot and then see where you can hold on to. So you need to bring your knee close to your armpit, just so that it sort of rests into it. That's the goal really for this position. So you want to take your right hand and either hold on to your ankle, the sides of your feet, or your big toe if you can. So if this is where you are, then you want to point your left toes, take your left hand and just hold on to the bed. So just lengthen it out to your side. There you go, you can see my hand there. Lengthen it out to the side and just allow your hips to open in this position. Take deep breaths in. This is a very, very deep stretch for the hips, and it really opens up. It goes right through to from the glutes, from the bum, all the way up your leg, right up to the backs of your knee. Now you want to point your heel upward so that you feel the stretch, but remember, you don't want to feel anything sharp or electrical. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bring that knee a little bit closer towards your armpit. Now if that's enough for you today, then just allow yourself to rest here until we come to balance out the other side. But if you want to take it a little bit further, point that heel up that little bit more. And if you need to hold on to the back of your knee for support, that's fine. It's okay if it jutters or if it stutters a little bit, you know, the muscles are going like, whoa, you know, this is a different kind of stretch. And then from here, depends on where your flexibility is, but the goal from here, really, after this, is just straighten the leg. So that's where we're going to get to eventually, just by doing this simple stretch a little bit every single day, especially when you feel tight in your hamstrings. So from here, you want to bring the knee in, just to release it off a little, and then let it extend away from you. So if you need to give it a little shake, you know, but this is the time to let it relax. Just give it a second to breathe. You've done a really nice deep stretch just there. And now it needs to be rewarded with rest. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, so now we're going to go into the other side. So I'm just going to switch over so that I can demonstrate the left side. Okay. So you want to extend the right leg away from you, and you want to point the toes, you know, so that you're engaging the entire leg. Oh, quite close to the end there. So that you're engaging the entire leg, and then you want to take your left knee and just bring it into your chest as much as you can. So if you're about here and it pulls you up a bit, just let yourself relax and let your arms do the stretching. You don't want to strain your back, you don't want to strain your neck, you know. This is all about relaxation. And wherever you are, take a deep breath in and bring it towards yourself. So you're just bringing that knee a little bit closer towards your chest. And at the same time, you're giving a nice signal to your glutes to release, just to, you know, and just tell them, just, you know, take a moment inward. And just say, I give you permission to relax and let go. Point your toes as well, so you get a nice stretch through your shin bone. You know, if you need to twirl it, you know, just release it off. And remember to keep pointing these toes as well. It's easy to just to let them relax, and you have to remind yourself, just keep engaging that leg, and you will get the benefit of a full-on stretch without having to do too much. So you bring the knee in, and then taking your left hand, open your knee out to the side. So you want to keep your hip as close to the mattress as possible. You know, if your hip lifts up, you know, you want to engage that leg a little bit more to bring it down. You know, don't strain yourself to push it too hard, you know. Just let it happen, because as the longer you stay here, gravity will just take it down with you anyway and make that a little bit easier for you. So you want to rock your knee, your left knee, up and down, just to warm up the hip and just release off the hip joint. It's like a massage. Just a nice one you can do with your own body, just telling yourself to let go. And then you bring your knee in, bring it close to your body again, and then lifting your leg up. So you might just be here, and you want to relax up your shoulders, and you want to, you know, if you need to reposition yourself to get comfortable again, just do that. You know, if you might be here, that's fine. And you want to flex your foot, and then take a deep breath in, and exhale, bring that knee a little bit closer towards you. So this is actually called Have the Happy Baby, and this is a really good one for just releasing off your buttocks. And the longer you stay here, the longer it benefits you and the more it benefits you. And it's a very deep stretch. It's very, very effective. It goes right up to behind your knees, and it allows you to open up your tendons behind your knees so that you can actually allow them to breathe, allow oxygen to passage through. And that's what's going to help you gain that flexibility, and you'll lose your aches and pains through that passage. Take a deep breath in and bring it closer to you. Now see if you can take it any further. So if you can take it to your ankle, or if you want to take it to the side of your feet, or even if you can to take your peace fingers around your big toes. So I'm just going to hold the edge of my feet, and then you just want to open up the joint a little bit more. Relax and pull that leg towards you. Remember, you don't want to feel anything sharp or electrical. It's a very deep stretch, but it's very effective. Point your heel up to the sky and take your right arm and pull it out to the side. So you can just steady yourself and just breathe nice deep breaths. Remember, it's okay if it judders a little, if it resists, that's okay. You know, you don't want to fight the resistance, you just want to sort of be on the level with it, where you're comfortable. And then, if you can, extend it all the way up to the sky. But if you can't, just allow yourself to bring it into your chest and just release it off. You've given it a really nice deep stretch there. It's going to thank you for that later. And there you go. And then you just release off the leg and then just give it a little shake. Relax it off. And bring your arms down to your sides. And just take this moment to breathe. Just collect yourself. Just have a little fidget and a wiggle if you need to. There we go. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, just to signal the body that you want it to move again. And now, for anybody that's just enough for them and they want to stay here and relax, then do that. Just stay here. You've done quite a lot for it today. And if you want to take it a little bit further, what we're going to do is bring ourselves up nice and gently. And just come onto a seated position. So if you want to be sitting in the edge of your bed, then that's fine. And this is because we're just going to stretch your neck out now. I'm just going to grab a little bit of water though. It's always good to keep drinking water, especially after you've been stretching out, because you can get a little bit lightheaded and the water is going to help aid oxygen through your body. There we go. So for here, you can keep your feet grounded to stabilise your legs, or you can just let them be as they are. It's up to you. But first off, what you're going to do is bring your arm up to hold onto your ear, and just bring your ear to your shoulder. Sorry, it clicked then. Take a deep breath in to lengthen. Lengthen up through your abdomen and pull your tummy in. Straighten up your spine and pull your shoulders back, but just drop them away from the ears. And stretch it out. And if you want to take it deeper, walk your fingers away from you. And make sure they are actually like in line with your body as well. They're not veering off to one side or the other. And just release off your neck. And this is a nice one to do first thing in the morning as well. Gently release it off. Bring your arms up to lengthen and stretch out your spine. And then using the other hand, go to the other side. I nearly went the wrong side then. Take a deep breath in, keep your shoulders square, but drop them from your ears. And pull your ear to the other shoulder. Take a deep breath in, and walk your fingers away from you to just deepen that stretch. Take a deep breath in, relax it off gently. Just roll your shoulders back. And then bring your arms up to where you can. And if you can bring them behind your head, tense your tummy just a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Bring your elbows together. And just push your chin to your chest. Just releasing off your neck. Take a deep breath in. And then bring your hands underneath your chin and push your chin up to the sky. You want to drop your shoulders away from your ears so that you can actually just feel the lengthening of the front of your neck. You don't want to be pushing your head into the back of into your back, that's just going to cause more strain. Just lifting up. There you go. And then release that off. So see if you're feeling a little bit better, if you're feeling a little bit looser. The bed's really good for being able to soften in, to relax a little bit more. Sometimes when you're on the floor and you're stiff a little bit along the floor, that's not always helpful to aiding in your healing. So, the bed's a good place to be when it comes to that. And yeah, I think there was something else I was supposed to show you, but I can't remember. Yes, it was a spinal twist. I almost forgot. So yes, the last thing I'm going to show you is the spinal twist. Now, for the spinal twist, it sounds intimidating, but it's not. It's actually quite gentle. You just want to be careful on your abdomen, because if you've got quite a firm round belly, then it might be more of a tight pull to stretch it out. So you just want to be very, very careful with your body. When we get to the part where your knee crosses over your body, you want to make sure you have lots of pillows and lots of and potentially blocks as well if your knee comes up quite high, to support your knee. And you'll see what I mean when we get there. And because not everybody's going to be able to cross right over into the twist just yet. You know, you need to build up to that and release slowly as your body permits you to. You know, you've got to be gentle, you know, and you don't want to hurt yourself. The other thing to remember is that you also want to keep some tone to your belly a bit whilst you're in this stretch, because it will protect your lower spine. You're in your bed, so you're a bit more protected and cushioned, but you just don't want to push and twist a little bit too far. So just be mindful and be careful in this twist, and to come out as soon as you feel a bit like, oh yeah, like I've had a bit too much. The other thing to remember is that when you're laying in a twist, most people who haven't done these sort of stretches before, your shoulders will curve inward. So even when you're laying down, they will try to be going back towards your neck. And your goal is to open up your shoulder the other way, you know, and that is how gravity is going to pull it back down into the position where it should be, to re-broaden and straighten your shoulders, to reposture you, and to give you a lot more oxygen and benefit, and, you know, take away aches and pains from your shoulders. So we'll start with your right side for your spinal twist, and get the pillows ready to show you. So you want to come down nice and gentle onto your bed. And you want to come to the edge a little bit more, just so that you've got a bit more space for your arms. So the first thing you want to do is bring your left leg into your body, sometimes you just have to keep repositioning yourself. So you want to bring your left knee into your chest, and then from here you want to cross it. Actually, I should have started the other side, really. Yes, I should have started the other side, my apologies. So you want to bring your right leg into your chest, straighten your left leg so that it's pointed and away from you, and then using your left hand, I can't even remember now, using your hand, you want to cross your knee over your body. So even right now you'll be able to feel the twist in your back. You'll be able to feel it coming from your belly. And so some of you might even just be here. The first thing you want to do is flex your foot so that you're protecting your knee joint. The next thing that you want to do is shift your hip, into the one you're leaning on, into the middle of the mattress. So that's going to help guide and maintain your twist for you. And then the next thing is where you get your pillows. So if your knee, when you cross it over your body, comes quite high, then you want to have lots and lots of pillows or blocks to support you, keeping that leg flexed, that foot flexed. Hold your hand onto the knee that's crossed over, and then take the other arm and then just bring it away from you, so you can't see where it's landed, and you can't see, but it is in line with my shoulders, so that it is not too far down or too far up, because that's going to cause strain and too much stretch. You just want it to be in a nice equal line away from you, and let that stretch gently extend to your fingers. Now if your shoulders are curved inward, like I said before, what you want to do is try and orient your shoulders so that that pull happens the opposite direction, so that instead of curving towards our necks, that shoulder is falling into the mattress. Now this is a very deep stretch for the shoulders, but it is so beneficial to allowing more oxygen and a lot more freedom into your back, and allowing a lot more strength. It will be quite lengthening for people, for any men that have built a lot of muscle into their backs, into their shoulders. But if you take your time with it and breathe, purposeful breaths into the shoulder. Remember to tense the belly if you've got any discomfort in your spine, and to come out as soon as you feel you need to. Gently bring the arm back in, And from here you want to remove your pillows or your blocks, and then gently bring your leg back in, tense your tummy to protect your spine, and come back onto your back and reorient yourself to become comfortable, and just rest it off for a second. And just breathe. It's so good for opening up your body, for just allowing you to just be able to breathe. You know, sometimes when we haven't done yoga before or haven't done it in a long time, you don't realise how much that just a couple of moves for your body, and afterwards you just feel so much freer. You know, you can even feel so much younger. You know, a good decent yoga session can make anybody feel like 10 years of just been shed off of you. Okay. So I'm just going to turn around, so you guys can probably stay where you are, or you can do whatever, but I'm just going to turn around to show you the other side. So you always want to make sure you balance out whatever side you do with the other side, because otherwise you're just going to be walking around wonky. You know, who wants that? There you go. So you want to take the opposite leg from the one you've just done. Remember to point the toes away from you for the leg that's straight on the floor. And don't be too concerned with pushing the long leg down into the mattress. Just let it be there. Let it relax. And then just find the place that's comfortable. And breathe and just relax into it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to show you what this looks like from the other side, so you know what you're doing with the other side. We're crossing it over, maintaining where we know our limits are, if we can cross it over fully, or if we need to hold on to it and balance it and cushion it. You want to bring that hip right into the middle, tense your tummy to protect your lower spine, and then you're holding on to the knee that's crossed over with that hand. And then this arm is gently stretching away from you, so you're letting that shoulder sink into the mattress. Now, if you're not ready to go onto the floor with yoga yet, and really, like when you go onto the mat, it really deepens these stretches too, because it just you feel the absolute power of gravity and how quickly it takes a hold on your body in these positions, especially when you stay in them so much longer. But at least when you're in your bed, you get a chance to open up at your own pace. Now, this is your time. This is your time to relax off what the day's done. Start to notice where you can feel your body releasing as well. You can feel whether, take note where the sensations are. Notice that if you can let go, if you can remove one of your blocks or pillows and then take it a little bit further. And then when you're ready to come out, bring that arm back in. Gently come back onto your back. And bring both knees in. Now we're just going to do a little bit of releasing for your spine after it's done that twist. You want to keep a light tone to your belly. And hold your knees comfortably to your chest wherever you are. Point your toes to feel that stretch. And then just to release off your lower spine, you want to push your lower spine into the mattress. Take your breath in. And on your exhale, just let yourself sink a little bit more. Let your shoulders sink as well. And then you want to take your knees and you want to circle them one way. So if you've got quite tight muscles, you might find that you might lose your balance a little. If you do, just take it slower or just take it faster, whatever's going to help you keep that momentum. And this is just to massage your lower spine. And then you want to take it the other way. And hug your knees in. You can bring your head in, back to your knees as far as you can. And then finally, just let it relax into your bed. You can stay here as long as you like. Now if you did this video before you went to bed, you can just stay here and then just fall asleep like this, like, yep, I'm ready to just go into the dream place now. No, and then if you did this during the day, you know, and you're feeling nice and relaxed right now, you might struggle to keep going again, but you'll feel good when you do. So it's a win-win situation. Now, if any of you are feeling any discomfort in your lumbar spine, even being stretched out on your bed with the mattress underneath you, what you can do is you can take one of the pillows. Yeah, if you've got a smaller one, it would be better, but you can hold it, fold it in half, bring it underneath your back, so you're using the bridge of your back, the arch, onto your lumbar spine. And that will release off any pressure as well. So that can allow you just to really let go. And if you're feeling any tension in your hips at all, or if you still feel like any residual soreness from where we stretched out, you can bring that pillow underneath your knees. And see what that does for you. Feel yourself be opened. Feel yourself be released. Don't let your mind take you away from this nice blissful moment of being stretched out and relaxed and just comfortable as you are. Don't let your mind spoil it. Let yourself visualize taking this nice relaxed feeling with you. Now, if you have anything else that you want to do for the rest of the day, carry this feeling. And then when you're ready to get up and move, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Just gently bring yourself out of it. So you just want to move one limb at a time. If you really feel nice and relaxed, you sort of might feel a bit, oh no, I don't want to move. But if you bring yourself up nice and slow, you're going to bring your knees into your chest and then just come to the side using this arm. Gently bring yourself back up. And exhale. Well, that was the yoga postures that you can do in bed. That I hope that you feel a little bit more open and healed and released. And I hope that you continue this practice. That if you know that, and I hope you realise that, that hey, if you want to sleep in a little bit longer, and you can just do that in bed if as soon as you get up in the morning. Just a couple of light things that. It's just going to help you feel a little bit better throughout the day, and then let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried it and you do feel better. Let me know if you want any more like this one. Just, keep me updated. Namaste. Thank you.